Hi guys, Dan here from seedboxreviews.com, and today I will be reviewing Dediseedbox. Dediseedbox, in my opinion, is one of the most underrated seedbox you can get. I say this because if you go on Reddit, you never hear any mention of Dediseedbox. It's always discussions about seedbox.io, seedbox.cc, seedboxbay, seedhost.eu, etc, etc, etc. You never hear discussions of Dediseedbox, and having reviewed all of these seedboxes mentioned, in my experience, Dediseedbox comes up top when it comes to the maximum upload you can do and the maximum data speed you can do for the money. So to begin, I've taken Dediseedbox out for a month now. This is the last day of my 30-day testing period, and this has been my upload so far. I've taken out the $10 plan, I believe. Let me just double check. It's $10 plus 20% VAT, so it works out about $12 all inclusive. So for this plan, you get 750 gigabyte disk space. You get a 10 gigabyte per second line, although that's not the speed you'll be getting. This is the speed of the line that your shared Seedbox is on. So this is the speed that will be shared between all the users on that line. And for that, you get a variety of different features. You get plex and MB support, which is very good. Normally you don't get plex for this sort of price point, which is Dediseedbox have done really well to offer that. What I did for my testing was I took out the Seedbox around the 4th of May. This was day one, and every day I kept adding around 50 gigabytes of brand new torrents from the home page of this private tracker. I've loaded it up every day, well, most days, and I've let the Seedbox just run. Towards the end of the month, this is this day one, it just goes on, and then it rolls all the way back down, and then resumes from this end. So this is day 30. You can see every day I've been adding brand new torrents, and it's been seeding about at least 10 times what I've been downloading. So the upload has been about 10 times what I've been downloading. Towards the end, I've utilized my disk capacity, and I couldn't load any more torrents. You can see here, this bar here, which is 97%. This is the disk utilization, sorry, and you can see I'm on 97%. I didn't want to add any more torrents because you got to leave a little bit of headroom for caching or whatever. I feel like if you just go towards the limit or go over the limit, it can just ruin the entire Seedbox. So I've had very good speeds. Right now it's running at 5.8 megs, but I've seen it run 30 plus, 40 plus, both upload and download. I'll share the screenshot on the screen here right now, this second, to show you. You can see the speeds are fantastic, and also the total bandwidth I've used. Some of the days I was really trying to get 1 terabyte upload a day. I couldn't quite catch it. I've got 780 gigabyte in one day, which is really good. For $10, you're not going to beat this. You're not going to get more uploads than this for $10, which is why I like Dediseedbox so much. And most importantly, there's no sort of data capping. There are some Seedbox providers who aren't very transparent, and you can see that they do implement sort of traffic throttling in some ways. So what you find is after a few days, your total upload gets knocked down a bit, so you can't upload as much. With this Seedbox, you can see that this is day one. Remember, this is midway through day one, so this is day two. It's been consistent. The upload speeds has been a consistent level all throughout the time I had the Seedbox. There was a slight dip here. I'll tell you why that happened. The Seedbox crashed for some reason, and when it restarted, it wouldn't do the regular speeds. It was just running really slow. Then I restarted it again, and then it just back to normal again. And obviously here, I'm not downloading as much torrents. So the dark bars here at the bottom, they represent the downloads, and the light bars are the total upload. So you can see once I started hitting the disk limits, I couldn't download any fresh torrents anymore, so naturally the upload dropped off a little bit as well. So last 2 days I haven't downloaded anything, and I've downloaded a little bit on 3 days before the end of the trial as well. So it's natural to expect this to drop off a little bit. You've got to keep adding fresh torrents every day as they get released to maintain a good upload tally. Stability and reliability is also up there as well. Like I said, I've got 97% disk utilization. I've got a total of 773 torrents that are seeding. And it handles this brilliantly without a hiccup whatsoever. It's quite stable. The only drawback, the only times I've experienced instability is when I tried to load 50 torrents in one go. What I'd do is I'd go on the homepage of my private tracker that I use. So the only issue I had with Dediseedbox was when I tried to load 50 torrents onto the this client all at once. What I would do was upload the torrent files into the watch directory, which is this folder here, and this was set to start download automatically. And when what happens when you do this is whenever you load any torrent files here, it will automatically load the torrents and start initiating the download. And when you have 50 of these going off at the same time, the demand on the CPU and the hard drive is such that it just causes the server to crash. What I would suggest for anyone who's manually loading so many torrents at once is make sure this is unchecked and load the torrents up. And then when you, so I can't really show, it's difficult for me to show this without revealing the torrents I'm using. So what would happen is these will be, suppose this, all your torrents would be on this list on the left of this censored column, right? And you'd have to, all these would be in a pause state. So what you'd have to do is run them manually, and they will get going. You run them 10 torrents at a time and you'll be good. Don't try and get these all 50 to start all at once, because it won't work and it will crash your server. And every time the server crashes, this is meant to be the total upload, and it's saying it's 8.2 terabyte. It's actually wrong. You can actually check, you can pause the screen and check, add up all these counts. It's actually about 17 terabytes I've uploaded all throughout the month. 17 terabytes, that's a huge amount of data, because whenever the server crashes, this count resets back to 0, so this would not record the correct upload at all. So yeah, the performance wise, you can't fault Dediseedbox whatsoever. The uploads are good, speeds are good, reliability is good, and the price is very good as well. So that's why I refer to Dediseedbox as the most underrated seed box out there today. So let's go discuss the shared seed boxes. So we've got the $10 plan, which this is the plan I use for my review. The $10 plan and the $15 plan is the best selling seed boxes they have, and I think the vast majority of users will be happy with these either of these two boxes. One of the things I like about Dediseedbox, the number of applications they offer. You can see that they do offer over 30 different applications. I wasn't able to test all the applications, but I did test one of the most demanding applications, which is Plex. And Plex actually performed brilliantly. There was slight lag but in transcoding. The other app I tested was OpenVPN, which works quite brilliantly. The OpenVPN IP in my experience registered as a UK IP. That's good for BBC channels. So if you want to watch BBC and you're outside the UK, OpenVPN with Dediseedbox is perfect for that. Another nice feature of Dediseedbox is that they allow you to pay with Bitcoin. So you can pay with PayPal as well as card, or you can pay with Bitcoin, which is much more anonymous. Some people prefer paying that. The real downside with Dediseedbox is that they don't like you uploading to public trackers. They'd willingly allow you to download from public trackers, but as soon as that download is complete, all upload stops and it's done using a script. You can force it to resume again, it will just re-pause after 5 or 10 seconds. That's a drawback for some people. Some people might be using a Seedbox to seed Linux distros, and Dediseedbox have been around since 2010, so over 10 years of service. Unlike many other seed boxes that have come and gone during that time, Dediseedbox have been around for over 10 years, and I think part of the reason is because they've got the legal bits covered. They don't allow public trackers, therefore they don't get lawsuits, they don't get DMCA requests for their users, and if you keep refusing it, it's possible that some companies can go after the Seedbox company itself. Because they don't allow uploading on public trackers, I think it keeps them protected a little bit, and that means, of course, the Seedbox will be around for a long time. And if you do manage to, if you are one of those users with a dedicated Seedbox where you have 12 terabytes of torrents uploaded, it would really be a big problem for you if they were to shut down overnight. So that wraps up my review for Dediseedbox. I think I've covered everything I wanted to discuss. I'm sure something will pop into my mind later on after I've done editing the video completely. But for the time being, I think it's complete. If you would like to read up more about Dediseedbox, you can go onto our website, which is seedboxreviews.com, and we've got all the reviews on the website. You can also get the latest coupons. They're quite generous with the coupons. For the first month you get 50% off. If you enjoyed watching the video and would like to support us, please feel free to click on the link below the video and purchase your Dediseedbox plan through our link. We get a small commission for referring you, and it helps us a lot run the website and keep these videos up to date. You can also click on any of the links on the website, which will do the same as well. We recently took down a lot of the reviews because they were running a bit out of date, so these will all get renewed, and you'll be seeing about 10 plus different seed boxes reviewed on the website very shortly. Thank you for watching, and it's been lovely doing this review for you. Thank you and happy seeding.